Welcome to I'm Sick of Your Shit podcast. We are in episode 30.
Kick that nigga off. He on some bullshit trying to steal our swag. I'm sick of y'all shit, right? Stop it. Hey, Ray the Jerk is a long time fan of Omega Sci-Fi, and
I should just get a piece of paper and say, Ray, you're cute. Ash, why you on here looking like a Super Mario Brother mushroom?
My hair is cute. Holly, is that what you want to do?
But I'm just
saying. Don't even drink it all. Cash, why do you have on a shirt that says Barbie?
Hey, let's go ahead and get into the show. Let's get.
So y'all don't like gospel music? Just take me out the show, because if y'all don't love the Lord like I love the Lord, I'm in the wrong place.
They asking for you to shimmy.
Yes.
Nobody wants to see Ray shimmy. Look at this nigga, he ready to. Ray. Ray, stop! I'm sick of y'all shit. It ain't no way that he was. Hey!
We back!
Hey, producer, I'm officially sick of your shit tonight.
I'm sick of your shit.
Oh, wait a minute. No, wait the penetration with the people. And that's not where I'm at.
If you like that, bro, if you like that shit, it's your prerogative.
Don't do that. Cash, I can look at you. Cash, I can look at you right now.
Did you spread your eagle?
Y'all cut me the fuck off.
So
Producer, I need you to step in at this point. Hey, welcome back to I'm Sick of Your Shit podcast. It's your girl Cash with the award-winning vagina. And we are on episode 32 called The Blame Game. Tonight we're going to be getting into Britney Spears being pregnant again, T.I. into comedy, and, vaginas. So let's bring the boys in. Holly, what you doing tonight? Oh, is he coming? Holly Lyman. Oh, let's bring the mayor in first then, I guess. You're muted. You always do this. There you go. Okay. All right. That's your cutoff.
What up, Cash?
There we go. What's up?
Oh, man, I was got to make an entrance, man. That's KC Young Boss, hardhead nigga. Make sure y'all cop that new album, Kansas City 4. What's up, Ro?
Hey, man, turn that shit back on, man. Producer,
we only have a certain amount of time.
Back on, man. What's up?
Something happened.
Oh, there. What's going on? What's good, Ray? What's up, Cash?
Get your shit together. What's up?
I'm sick of y'all shit, man. There's technical difficulties all around this motherfucker. I'm sick of y'all, man.
It really is.
Damn, what's the deal? What we doing tonight?
How y'all feeling?
Handsome and healthy.
I'm high. I'm not low. I'm not low.
You look it.
Good.
I look handsome and healthy.
You look it. You both look what you said you were. Congratulations. Okay. Good job.
Like I look like I eat healthy, like I'm on a good diet. I eat pineapples.
And vagina?
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I was just asking.
This is a PG-13 show. Let's keep it that way.
Oh, excuse me. I think you can say vagina PG-13.
No.
Wait, it is?
Yeah, it's PG-13 show.
I'm pretty
sure.
Why
don't I ever get these memos? Y'all keep making changes. Everybody keep making changes. I never get the memo.
Because
I don't think you read the memos.
Yeah, our sponsors asked us to tone it down that we have kids watching.
Yeah, last week got a little wild, so.
All right. Okay. I didn't get this fucking memo, but PG-13.
Holly, you are hot as shit, like dog.
PG-13, you say?
Ooh. Yeah, we
PG-13, meaning it's for the kids. Oh, you don't have any. Oh, you don't know what that means.
What are you doing right now, bro?
You just made whatever you did worse. Like, you need to clean that.
What you doing? What's going on right now? What are we trying to do? What are we trying to accomplish?
Hey, lick your finger for me and do it.
There we go. Well, I was trying to got 3 cameras up here, but it's the sun. Hold on, I gotta.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna move on.
So Ray's trying to get the right angle to
to carry on.
He gets the right highlight for his angle. So yeah, there we go. I'm so glad.
Oh my God, producer!
Shout out to the producer. The producer has been doing one hell of a job so far this season in the censoring and keeping it all. I think
the producer's a hater.
We literally just said PG-13. Like we.
Yeah, you said PG-13 and then you started.
But we just said PG-13.
Well, remember when back in the college dorms you used to.
What?
Why was you doing that?
Back in the college dorm.
You believe anything this nigga say? Okay,
bro, I'm lying.
What was it? What did I used to do?
Bro, I'm lying.
What was he doing? Tell us the context of that. Okay.
Okay. And look at you. And you're actually reading that. This is.
Okay, no, we're not even gonna start this way.
The lengths that you'll go to try to come up with some joke, some punchline. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You know good and goddamn well you ain't never seen me do no shit like that.
I can call niggas and we can ask.
I don't give a fuck who you call. Call somebody that'll vouch. And then matter of fact, producer, make sure we get a clip of Ray doing that, whatever he was just doing.
That needs to be in the highlights.
We need to make sure that floats around.
You act like I'm ashamed of it. I can call Yo Baby Yo right now.
It ain't about that. Find somebody on earth that will see you doing that and say, oh yeah, you know who that remind me of? Ro used to do that shit.
Hey, if anybody out there right now is watching and y'all seen HoLLy do that, please tap in.
He's a fucking liar. Cash, how you doing? How was your week?
My week was pretty good so far. No complaints. Can't say anything bad. But again, if you have seen HoLLy do that, please tap in with us. Because we're going to settle this. Because they always go back and forth, and I don't never know who to believe.
No.
I don't know who to believe.
Well, he rarely is he lying about something as serious as this. Sometimes he throws little jokes in there. And if it was true, I would actually own up to it. But he know good and goddamn well he ain't seen no shit like that. Truth? Yeah, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
So you've always owned up to the truth.
I said, nigga, hell yeah. Fuck you talking about? Now you get on here and lie. And because Cash believe her, you say I don't know who to believe. But Cash, you always believe him because he the one that got the joke.
I do not always believe him. I will laugh if it's funny.
Look,
but I don't
they already in the comments saying that they ain't never seen me do that. Find one person that's gonna say they seen me do that. Okay, find somebody that's gonna say they seen me do it.
Okay, and we gonna settle it. Okay,
right.
At the end
that's
of the
one
night,
person that haven't known you since you was 15 years old. Now,
at the end of the night.
You said it was college. Now here you go back 15. See,
I said remember.
He said he known you.
I said you remember. You said do that in your college room. I didn't say that's where it started from.
Were you like impressing somebody? Like, is that what it was for?
I came down to the Kappa house and all the niggas was in there. They songs is on. Next thing I know, the nigga Ro got a leg up in there.
This nigga producer, take this nigga out of here. I'm sick of your shit.
Okay, wait a second.
Nah, he's a fucking liar. He's making this shit up. The whole shit's made up.
So it's like a room full of, it's just, a room full of Kappas.
No, it was
there we go.
It was women there. I'm saying it was at the Kappa house.
What I get taken? I was just asking a question. It was at the Kappa. Okay, so there were women there.
Yeah.
Okay, and all of a sudden,
house. I was the only Omega.
He's got the.
You're not even a fucking Omega. How is he allowed to?
Okay, now we gotta move on.
No.
Really
I'm actually glad you said that because I brought my paper. Boom.
What is that?
From Omega Sci-Fi saying that I'm a cute dog.
Oh my god.
All right.
You do too
All right,
much.
you got it. You got it, bro.
You do too much. Thank you, producer, because we need a minute. Just too much. Okay, we're gonna get into our show. Let's stop with y'all shenanigans. That's been enough. Thank you.
That would be very nice if we could do that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
Thank you.
Are you sure you can handle it? Because you are just really high.
I think I'm the most
Man.
focused one that's on the set right now.
You're
Oh,
the
really?
most focused one?
Yeah,
Really?
y'all the ones that keep veering off course. Y'all been doing it all night.
Well, that's why it's called a podcast, because we can talk about multiple things. We
But
don't have
watch
to
me
stay
be.
on schedule.
But what I'm saying is I'm the most focused. You asked the question, I answered it. We can move on. Cash,
Oh, no,
you gonna do
he
your thing?
didn't. No, you in the mood tonight, ain't you?
Right.
I'm chilling. I'm
No,
just.
you all that. I answered the question. We can move on. Blah blah blah.
They can't
You
never
see
take
this
Omega
shit that
from
he
me.
on right now? You see
Can't
this
never
shit that
take
he on?
Omega from me.
Okay. Anyway, let's get into our week. Let's get into our week, please. Thank
All
you.
right, what's going on, man? Come on, let's do this.
Yeah. So actually, just this week so far in Kansas City has just kind of been crazy. Like, in the past 24 hours, I believe there's been nigga. Thank you. In the past 24 hours, I believe there's been like 5 deaths across the city. One of the most heartbreaking ones was at Northeast Middle School. It was Manuel Guzman. Guzman. I hope I'm saying it right. Northeast Middle School. A young boy. There was an altercation in the bathroom, and one of the little boys pulls out a knife, stabs the other one several times. He ended up passing away from this incident. And it's just, I don't know. I don't even have the words. That's just not one of those things that you expect to hear, when you send your kids off to school.
Yeah, definitely heartbreaking. It seems like there's been a rash of victims of young age this year that has either lost their lives or also been involved in other incidents and crime this year. Like, what is going on, man?
Especially at the schools where, you expect your kids to go and to be safe. So like you were saying earlier this year, there was another fight where a girl ended up stabbing a boy multiple times who was fighting her brother.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know.
And that
Like I
happened
said,
at
you see
school too.
that happened at school too.
Happened at
Yeah.
school. Yes,
I
story.
It's just. Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, Ro.
I was just gonna say, man, like that shit is crazy. Just the whole thought. Just remembering being that young, man, and just being in situations that might not have been where you was in the safest situation, but as a parent, as an adult, as a person that I don't know, man, like that's just a crazy situation, man. Like that whole news story, man, is what was the young boy's name? How old was he? Was you said was he an 8th grader?
Yeah, he was
The
in
kid
middle
that got
school.
stabbed. He's
Yeah,
in
well,
middle school, right?
I don't know if they have like his exact age, but yes, it was middle school. I've just heard 7th, 8th grader.
How do I guess, like I said, remember being at that age, kids are sneaky, kids are smart, but I don't understand how something like that happens, man. I don't know, man. Like it's
14,
hard for me
somebody
to
saying.
believe.
It's
Hard for
the
me to
level of
believe.
violence to be that young and to want to commit such a violent act. Like I don't,
Because
like you
the
said,
kid
I
that
don't
did
remember
it,
at that age being like ever that angry at somebody to where I'm like, I'm going to go after them with the intent to kill. Especially, I mean, not especially at school, but even at school, like I said, I've just never felt that much anger towards anybody as a 14-year-old kid.
And both lives are now affected because one is going to spend a great deal of his life, behind bars. And, now they got another family that's dealing with the loss of a 14-year-old. You send your child to school, not knowing that will be the last time you see them. And, that's extremely heartbreaking, man. And it's, there's always conversations of who do we blame? Is it the parents we blame? Is it the kids? Is this
right?
stuff that's taught? And it's very difficult, man. These are difficult conversations to have, to try to say, who's at fault, because at that age, they're not prepared mentally of what's going on in life. They not ready, what I'm saying? That young boy is about to go to juvenile. Who knows if he'll be tried as an adult, but they're not mentally ready for things like that. Their brain is still growing, and he didn't know. He probably wasn't aware of what he was doing, except for the fact he wanted to win the fight. You know what I mean? His
Well,
focus was on winning.
it's still somewhat premeditated because he
took
brought a
it to
knife into
school.
the school.
Yeah.
And that's the real big unfortunate piece of this. It's one thing to have a thought, but it's the other thing to kind of get past the security measures and
To really carry it out.
Well, that's
yeah,
what I wonder.
Fully carry it out.
Yeah, I wonder if he knew he was going to go fight that day, or if he just always carries a blade.
That's a
and
question too.
that's another good question, man. That's another
Yeah.
good point to bring up. But that they got detained the kid that did it,
Yeah.
immediately afterwards, from what I hear, and they had to shut the schools down, or shut the school down and send the students home. Did they open that school back up today?
I'm not for sure.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I haven't heard that, but
typically they will. I mean, they just will have the counselors on site.
Yeah, on hand.
Because,
yeah.
You still got 3,000 kids that got to go to school. It's a sad situation, but
that is true. I would have think he would have knew what would have happened. These kids are smarter than we give them credit for, and that is very true.
I think I'm pretty sure. Well, he may not have meant to kill him. We don't know the story. I mean, he may not have meant to kill him or whatever, but he was smart enough to know that knife would cause some level of physical harm. Right. So we're not saying that. I think that at the same time, these are kids, and that you're not at the age where you're able to even fathom with these quick decisions that are made. In these situations, some of these situations are final.
Yeah. And I know the argument
for the rest of your life.
I know the argument too of maybe he was getting bullied, but I mean that's still, I don't know, that's really still a drastic measure to take.
It's drastic
as far as taking the because what I'm hearing, it sounded like a one-on-one fight. So to pull out a knife during that type of time, it wasn't like he was getting jumped or attacked or anything like that. He only stabbed one child multiple times. So
he stabbed him multiple times?
Yeah, they said it was multiple stabs.
Damn, see, that's the first time I'm actually getting that side of it, because I just knew that he was stabbed, but multiple times as well.
So it wasn't like, it was a few kids stabbed to where, he's getting attacked. Not that I'm trying to give the story, but I'm just saying he stabbed him multiple times.
There's a GoFundMe set up as well for
the family.
Guzman. Yeah, so people can go and support the family, because of course they wasn't prepared for that untimely death. So if you have it in your heart, you're able to, you can go to the GoFundMe and help towards burying that young man.
And we can can we post the link?
Yeah, let's if we can get that link somewhere in the comments or on the pinned comments, producer. That's just crazy. Both of those kids are victims in some way in that situation. No matter how how we look at it, those are kids. Their lives are now gone forever, or going to be affected forever. That's going to follow them forever. And that was intent, though. That was with intent. If it's multiple times that you stabbing somebody, that's definitely with intent. It's not looking
good as far as a court case is going, because you have him bringing a knife to school. That's premeditated in itself. And like I said, it's multiple stab wounds, not just one. So
yeah,
I'm sure there'll be more updates in the weeks to come. So, we'll try to keep you guys updated.
Someone said we need to stop thinking that kids this young aren't capable of understanding what they're doing. And I have
they definitely are.
I have to disagree.
To an extent.
I have to disagree. Yeah, to an extent, because I actually work with kids in the judicial system. And some of them do not know. Some do, because they live that life, they glorify that shit. But there are other kids who literally, they don't understand. When I say they don't understand what's taking place, I mean, as far as the consequences to their actions, they don't know like we do know. It takes them a while to grasp what will happen if you take those scissors out and you stab this man and they die. us
Yeah,
as
because kids are
adults,
all impulse. They're all
right?
impulse and emotion. I mean, I work with young kids. They are
Yeah,
all impulse and emotion. There's no thought like, oh, if I do this, then this is gonna happen. They
right.
haven't grown into that yet. So I definitely do
That's
understand
just
that part.
people in general. You know, when you younger, you don't really have a true concept of time first and foremost,
Yeah,
and some of the consequences of your actions. The older that you get, sometimes you start to understand those things a little bit better. You know, that's why you have some of these kids that become, you know, convicted felons at a very young age, and have to sit and do some time, and then they come out later in life and they don't feel the same way that they did about those situations anymore. That's a result of not really understanding some of the decisions that you were making. So there is some truth to that. Of course, these kids, we're not saying that the kids are just plain stupid. They don't understand anything about what it is that's going on, but just the totality of the situation, I think, is what we're saying, that the kids are
Yeah,
not old enough to really understand.
and then that mental capacity to fully understand it. You know,
Yeah.
he probably definitely sitting behind, in that jail, that juvenile right now. He understands, but at that
well,
time
yeah.
frame when it happened, I do not believe he probably knew. Well, and I'm not going to
And he
say,
probably just set out to hurt him.
yeah,
Thinking I
Well,
exactly.
but it's the multiple. I didn't know it was multiple times that he stabbed them.
Well, it's
That's
kind of
main to
like
me.
when the young girl stabbed the boy over in Kansas.
yeah,
Her thinking process is, my brother is getting attacked. They're not
right.
thinking, oh, I'm going to kill this individual if I
They're
keep
just
stabbing
trying
him.
to hurt them. Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
get
I
him off
mean, of
my brother.
course, yeah. So I don't know if he really set out like when he was stabbing him to like kill him. Like, he was trying to hurt him. And you don't realize, you hit the right spot. That's it.
Right.
So yeah.
Bad situation, man. But as a parent of teenagers, I have an 18-year-old, I have a 12-year-old. These are conversations that we have to have with our child, and
Definitely.
not. I mean, it's several. We got to talk about bullying. We have to talk about when you get into an altercation, because as an adult, I've learned. Look, we got to walk away. So now we got to start
Definitely.
having these conversations with our kids as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is it
Yep.
really worth it?
Yeah, because I mean, when we were growing up, it was always stand up for yourself. Somebody hit you, you hit them
Yeah.
back. But these days, you can't really tell your kids that because you do not know what that other
Hmm.
child is capable of.
You
It's
know,
getting
that's
younger
a
and
real
younger.
life lesson, is, picking your battles and learning how to just pace yourself. Everything doesn't have to turn to the extreme
Yeah,
outcome or result. And
right.
in our time, it was true, and it's still true in today's times, but probably even more true now, because these kids have so much more access to just people in general, people in the world in general, with the way that social media and everything works. And a lot of these situations sometimes can trace back to shit that was going on through social media with these kids, and we didn't have that element growing up. So either way, man, it's you got to pick
They
and
just
choose
have
your
too much
battles.
access to everything these
That's
days.
true.
These kids can order whatever the hell they want to online from their own devices. I mean, they just have access
Yeah,
to so much more than we did. So yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
real.
it's definitely lessons that we weren't learning as we were growing up that we're having to teach our kids today because the times have just changed so much.
Damn, that's crazy, man.
All right,
Well,
and then
we
oh,
got the information. Did we get the
uh,
information in the comments?
I
Yeah,
think
Looks
it's
like we
in
yeah,
got the
the yeah,
definitely.
GoFundMe link in the comments on the Facebook page for the podcast, ISOYS podcast, Facebook.
yep, it's in there. And then, unfortunately, also this week, football player Dwayne Haskins also passed away. It was an accident on the highway where he was struck by a car. I'm still not sure if all the information is out why he was out on the highway. Some people are saying he was jogging. Some people are saying his car was broke down.
I
Um,
thought he was changing the tires, what I heard,
that's what I'm
but
saying.
I'm not
There's a
sure if that was
few,
an
yeah.
official report.
Yeah, there's so many different stories, man. And
Mm.
me being a Buckeyes fan, that definitely hit close home with me. Watching him through his career at Ohio State, standout player, made his way to the NFL. That's, man,
And just
life
so
comes at
young.
you. Yeah, and life comes
He's
at you
24.
so quick, bro. Like, I'm 42. And every year of life, I just say that I'm blessed to still be alive because of incidents like this that take place, incidents like the ones at the school. Like, we are really blessed to be alive, man, because you never know. I've been on highways, I've been on roads where your car break down or you walk and you don't know, people may be distracted and fuck around and hit you and shit. So
life is precious. Life is really precious, and those type of things hit home for a number of people, man. Just in a number of ways. He was only 24 years old, and you know, he was a good kid, man. You know, I think that he was working to kind of get where he needed to be in the NFL, but was he a backup for the Steelers?
For the Steelers, yeah, he got drafted by Washington, and you know, couldn't really catch on there, so he went to Pittsburgh. And you know, he was definitely a good quarterback, great quarterback in college. You know, he set a lot of records, did, you know, play good ball. I just feel like sometimes where you get drafted to hurts your chances in the NFL.
Yeah, it's all circumstantial. It just kind of depends on the situation of that team. But where that accident happened, was that in that wasn't in Pittsburgh, was it? That was in Florida, somewhere like that, right?
Yeah.
Is that where he was from? Is that where he was actually from?
No, he was training in Florida.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no, he was training. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Man, you know,
Definitely
our prayers and condolences go to his family too as well.
Yeah. All right, so moving in a little bit further into sports, Holly, I'll let you take this over after I announce it. The Lakers fired their head coach.
Let's just talk about that. It'll be really brief. And when I say brief, it's going to be very brief. You know, thank God, thank the basketball gods, thank Jesus in the heavens above that the Lakers finally did something to try to correct that horrible situation out there in LA. They fired the head coach, Frank Vogel, and rightfully so, because he wasn't a good pickup from the jump. That's all I got to say about that. If somebody else got some comments, I'll take them.
Did he win a championship with y'all?
Yeah, but he got lucky, man. Like, you know, I think that we still have some young talent there.
So y'all didn't get lucky with it being a bubble year?
No, I think the roster had more to do with it as well. Like I told you, that we still had some young talent that was still there that year that we won that championship. And those guys are no longer there. Now we got a bunch of old fellas and they can't get the lineups right. Niggas can't stay healthy. The coach doesn't know how to stand up to superstars and make the right move. He should have benched Westbrook a long time ago. And if that coach doesn't have the kahunas to be able to stand up to these other men and do his job, he got to go. We got to at least start somewhere. I got a lot of thoughts about what we should do with the Lakers, but definitely the fucking head coach needs to get the fuck up out of there. He shouldn't have been picked up from the first place, like I said. Cash, you can move on whenever you're ready, or if it's some other comments, I'll take them.
Okay, all right, I don't care. All right, moving on to entertainment. I know this is Snowfall night, right? Like, is this the night or is it tomorrow?
No, Wednesday night's a Snowfall.
It's the night. Season finale.
Oh, really?
No, I think it's one more episode and then the season finale, right?
Yeah, let me know when the season finale is and I'm gonna watch.
Oh, I thought season finale was tonight.
I think the season finale is supposed to be next week, man. Let's see if we can confirm that. But definitely there's an episode tonight. What did y'all watch last week? Cash, you're not even watching it. I ain't even talking to you. I'm sick of your shit. Ray, did you watch last week's episode? Snowfall?
I'm watching good stuff.
Of course.
Yeah.
What did you have any thoughts or feel any type of way about it? There was mixed opinions about last week's episode. I thought it was a brilliant episode.
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay, all right, that's all. I didn't want to get into it. I just wanted to see how you felt about it.
Next
I'm
week
watching Atlanta.
Season 10.
And I'm watching Atlanta.
I mean, episode 10 next week.
So the season finale is next week.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So shout out to Snowfall. We definitely gonna tune into that. I think it's airing at 9 p.m. Central tonight. Airing live on FX.
She mentioned Atlanta.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this. Atlanta is really
what?
It's slowly but surely losing my interest.
Why?
Because
it's eclectic. Is that the word?
The storyline, it just keep like 1 minute they start off with the story in California, and then we go back to Atlanta with the music shit and the cast, and then last episode we're on to something else again without showing the cast, and I'm just like, what is going on with this goddamn show?
Who's behind it?
I think it's
who's the
evolving.
mastermind? Who's the mastermind writer?
Is Danny
creator?
Glover? I mean, what's his
name?
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover.
He's the writer and the creator.
His brother, I believe.
He's the dummy.
Okay, he's okay. Well, you know, with that being said, I don't know what else we expect.
Thank you. Like, I mean, come on.
He's been all over the place as long as we've known him, and
I mean, that follows his path. He never really stays with anything.
Like, shit is fucking weird.
No, she said that about the last show. No, she said that about Snowfall. That was up there when we was talking about Snowfall.
No, I think she's talking about Atlanta right there. She's talking about Atlanta right there.
Atlanta is very weird.
It's starting to get out there.
It's like, how can we keep up with what's going on with with the cast when every other episode we're going to talk about some shit that's happening in the world? I know what he's doing, but it's stupid as fuck.
Let me ask you, how many seasons does Atlanta have so far? Which season is it in now? The new episodes?
Sure, I think 3.
Is it the 3rd season? Hold on, let me check. Do I have Hulu on my phone?
You know, I know they took a long break, but you know, from a storytelling aspect, maybe there is a reason that they're at this point in the whole storyline, or you know, maybe he has something. I don't
just enjoy it. I enjoy it.
I think season 3. Cash, you will be biased.
I am biased.
Season 3. Cash, totally I think Cash, you will be biased about anything that Donald Glover?
Donald Glover. Stop acting like you don't know his name. Like, don't do that.
No, I do know his name, but Reyes said Danny. It threw me off.
Is he Danny Glover's son?
No, he is not.
No relation.
No relation.
What I'm saying is, it don't matter what he's in or what he's behind. You would say that it's A-OK.
What he's in or what he's behind. I wish those things were me. But go ahead, continue.
No, you continue. You can move on. I'm sick of your shit. I'm not even finna follow up that. See, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all say I'm the belligerent one. No, that's okay.
That's not belligerent. It's a little inappropriate.
Shout out to Snowfall. Shout out to Atlanta. Is that the name of it? Atlanta?
I don't like how you doing that. Like how you trying to act like you don't know shit. Thank you, producer, because he's starting to irritate me with that. Thank you for taking him off.
I was trying to make sure it's not ATL. Like I can get Atlanta. It's Atlanta. Okay. Shout out to everybody behind it.
All right.
Shout out to Bel Air. I finished Bel Air. I thought it was awesome.
Oh, you finished it?
Yeah, I finished it.
Oh wow.
It's a lot. They packed a lot. I don't know if they're going to continue or how far they're going to continue if they do come back with another season, because they packed a lot into that first season. But
Ray, can you stop eating and unmute yourself, nigga?
Yeah, Ray is muted.
Which show was this?
Bel Air.
Bel Air.
Yeah, I didn't want to eat and where y'all can hear me crunch. I'm sorry. Sorry that you don't have food stamps.
Stop eating during the show, nigga.
No. Okay, yeah. Well, what I was saying is I finished Bel Air and I thought that it was really deep. It was compelling the way that they captured the audience with the characters and the whole world. They made it a lot more believable. Not only just with the storylines, but I think just with the location and the aesthetics behind it. It really did seem like, you know, the rich family out there in Cali. So I finished it, and shouts out to them. If they continue with another season, I'll look forward to it. Ray, I don't know if you got an opinion on all 10 of the episodes yet.
I gave my opinion last week.
That's what I thought. Okay, we can move on whenever Cash is ready. Cash with the Cash, what you over there doing? Are you setting up another appointment?
Don't do that, Holly. Do not do that. I was checking on our guests, so thank you. You ruining shit.
I'm just asking if you was setting up.
Can you ask stuff like that?
Hey, you need to You need to calm down a little bit, Cash.
No, because
you're a little bit aggressive. All he did
Cash,
was
I didn't say what type of an appointment. You are a businesswoman. You're an entrepreneur. You do shit.
She definitely got it for the low.
What we doing? Let's go.
That's what we doing. That's what we doing tonight.
What? You still got, look at your name.
Okay.
Cash with the award-winning vagina. What do we have up next?
So what about that tells you that it will be on the low? No, not at all.
That's Ray that said that. I didn't say none of that. I said,
can we just admire this outfit?
Anyway.
Wait a minute. Ray is okay. Come on, let's go.
No, we can actually talk about Ray's outfit.
Can we bring this up on stage so we can admire this outfit?
Hey,
there we go.
There we go. Show it off. No, not the shoes, nigga. The shirt. Thank you. The jacket. All right. There we go. You looking fresh. I'm so sick. You are not showing what you think you're showing. Okay. All right. Have a seat. Thank you. We appreciate it. Okay. Now that he is shown off, what he's wearing tonight, we actually have Cordell Lee with us tonight.
What's up,
there
y'all?
He is. Hello.
What's poppin'?
How y'all doing?
Oh, pretty good. How are you doing tonight?
Pretty good. It's cold outside.
Right, get kicked out.
Is it? It's cold. It's cold.
It's very cold.
Yeah, it's snowing.
It snowed. Yeah, it definitely snowed.
Yeah, but I got this to keep me warm.
Yeah.
What's that? Talk to us about that. What's that?
What? This is Broken Hearts, my clothing line.
We can see you. Yeah, we definitely can see you.
See? Sweat outfit, varsity sweat jacket, the whole suit, matching hat, t-shirt, pins.
Okay, we're going to need you to get a manager or publicist or somebody to teach you how to do interviews.
Cordell,
we haven't started yet.
Oh, we ain't? Damn. Oh, okay. My bad.
Jesus.
You asked the nigga to describe the outfit.
I didn't ask him to describe it. I said, "What's that?" He went into a whole jacket, t-shirt, matching hat.
Yeah,
we can see that shit.
I would have took it that way too.
What's Broken Hearts? Tell us what Broken Hearts is.
The meaning.
Broken Hearts clothing. Let's do it, baby. Where we at?
Broken Hearts. It stands for anybody that's battling heart disease, heart issues, or had any problems with heart problems. My mother, she passed away for heart disease. So this is what it's for.
Oh, that's what's up. You know what? I've never known that. I thought it was actually like I can break hearts and leave it up to you to fix them. That's what I thought it was for. So this actually has more meaning.
Yeah, it's like
that's what's up.
It's a real life. It's like real life every day. Every day, like people really dying behind like heart attacks and heart disease, and really like the thing is like women, black women, that is this number one cause of death in black women, heart disease. So like mostly all black women, I advise you guys to go get checked out, get your heart checked, stuff like that, because you will never know.
Go see a cardiologist if y'all don't know what doctor to go see. That's cardiology.
Exactly.
Cardiologist.
All right. So man, that's dope, man. How long have you been doing the clothing line for yourself, man? And actually, man, you got some dope shit. I'd have told you this offline 1,000 times, man. I appreciate the outfit that you sent to me, man. It's fresh like the one that Ray got on. So how long you been doing Broken Hearts, man? It seems like it's up and coming in the Kansas City area.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've been doing it for it's going on 7 months now. I just started at the end of last summer, like going into the fall. So like I'm really just elevating on up to the spring to the summertime now.
That's dope. Go ahead.
No, I was going to let Cash go.
My Alexa's talking. Sorry. So what sets you apart, from the other clothing lines that we have here in the city, and over in Kansas? Like, what's your thing? What's your niche?
When I was like thinking about it, it took me maybe like 3 or 4 months to think about what I wanted to do, and I wanted to be different than what everybody else been doing, like what I've been seeing like for the last years. So like I'm a sneakerhead, so like I got a lot of pair of shoes. But I always had like shoes from like years ago that I wanted to match up, that I had nothing to wear. So like I was like, okay, well, maybe I can come up with some different colors to match my shoes from years ago, and that was my idea. That's how I came up with it.
What sneakers do you have on right now with that fit?
Well, I don't got no shoes on right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got some matching socks on.
We said sneakers. So
you ain't got to play that game. You ain't got to play that game with this nigga, man. You ain't got to play that game with this nigga, man. Hey, you know what? Aside from the sweatsuits and that type of drip, bro, you got a lot of different pieces with the clothing line. Talk to us about some of the other pieces that are not so traditional with a clothing line like this.
Well, I've been buying out the machines so I could do everything myself. So I got varsity sweatsuits, I got regular sweatsuits, hoodies, t-shirts. I got underwear set for women. I got boxers for men. I got button-up shirts, dress shirts for men with my logo on there. Got hats, Scullies.
Yeah.
More things. So like when springtime come, I'm coming up with more different ideas and more different items. I've been out for 7 months. I'm just doing step by step.
Cordell,
I can't believe it's only been 7 months. That's crazy. I thought it was a lot longer than that.
Yeah, 7 months.
Talk about your inspiration. Is there any other local clothing apparel companies in Kansas City that inspire you to, that made you put out your clothing line and, you seeing their quality of work?
Yeah, really everybody. Everybody that was doing it before me, like we all was friends.
So every single person that's put out a clothing line inspired you?
I mean, for like, I like, like Deep Rudy, he my friend, like some homie. I'm KC, Renzo Dixon, his clothing line, Chuck, everybody that was like kind of doing it a little bit before me. We all friends, so I kind of watched them do a lot of things with theirs or whatever, and that's why I kind of made my stuff to be a little bit different and wanted to do a different thing. Another thing is like each order, I let each person pick the color they want and exact thing they want. Like I just didn't throw like 3 or 4 different colors out to everybody. So every color you see, everybody you see with wearing this the color they got for themselves. Yeah, that's what they wanted me to do. So that was my options on being different.
Do you see yourself being a part of the Kansas City People's Choice Awards this year?
For sure.
When do the voting? When the voting start, right?
Voting starts next Wednesday, April the 20th. We got our website complete, so I look forward to seeing Broken Hearted on there. Like Rose said, you definitely doing your thing. I've been knowing you for a long time, man, and seeing you come up and doing something like this, it is huge, man. I love seeing us evolve in life, as myself, like Ro, Cash, unfortunately, I didn't know her younger, but seeing 3 Black men go from the hoods of Kansas City into being something productive in life, that's truly amazing and outstanding, man. So I salute you, with this Broken Hearts, man, and wish you the best of luck.
I appreciate it.
Damn right, man.
And I'm gonna be looking for my outfit.
I was about to say, man, you always welcome to we can sport your shit whenever you want around here, man, because it's fresh as a motherfucker, man. And I think that it's getting a lot of feedback and response, man. Look like you got a lot of people in support behind you, man, and I love to see that, bro. Appreciate you.
Have you had any complaints?
Yeah, like I had a couple like people that was telling me, like they gave me some advice for me getting started. That was like so like the winner from last year of the awards, like he gave me a couple of suggestions on something like for my bagging and for like my tagging and stuff like that. So like
okay, so he gave you suggestions. I said, do you have any complaints?
Well, you always gonna have some complaints. You're gonna have some complaints about everybody. Yeah, you're always gonna have some complaints about something.
Are you talking about customer complaints? Like
customer. How do you deal with them customer complaints?
Yeah, you always gonna have that. Like you ain't gonna be able to make everybody happy, but the thing is, like I try If something
the
goes
best way
wrong,
to deal with them is just block them. When somebody complains,
you
just
can't.
block them.
yeah, I mean, I don't block them. I don't block them because I want them to come back and spend their
Right.
money.
Yeah,
You can't
So, like,
block 'em.
I try to fix it. Like, if there's a problem or something going on, I try to fix the
That's a
problem.
good question.
Right. Well, I asked that simply because there are people, you know, when you are dealing with clothing, you're appeasing customers.
Correct.
And there are a lot of people, when I say this is complete truth. There are a lot of people who do not know how to handle customers and they lose business behind it.
Correct.
You know, Ro, you definitely can't block them. But
No, I'm just joking, bro. Y'all know I'm just talking shit.
Yeah.
But you can't please everyone, like you said as well. However, you can only take the advice, the criticism, get better. Never bash your customer. Whatever happens, they say, sometimes we got to learn to just be quiet.
You gotta eat it.
Yeah. You go on that post and you say something, here come 30 more people that's gonna have something negative to say.
Correct.
You know what
Just
I mean?
to be a part of the
You
bandwagon.
right. You got to look at that, bro, and just be like, okay, let me fix what I did. But do not comment. I'm telling you, I've seen it happen where they destroy business owners on posts.
Yeah.
And you can say I'm
You can't
sorry.
say the right thing. You just can't say the right thing.
at all.
Yeah, I see.
They're still going to say, well, what about this? Well, what about? Don't do it.
Right.
But we got a question.
Another thing I see, like they were trying to make everything like a competition with the other clothing lines, and like I be trying to stay away from the competition part, you know. Like, you know, and that's what they be like. Most of the customers, they be trying to make it to a competition between like different groups, you know. And I be telling them like, hey, I'm not in competition with nobody. Like they doing what they do, I do what I do. You know?
Yeah, everybody wears different clothing lines.
Yeah,
that's just the nature of our people anyway. So it ain't really about competition, man. It's just about being in that lineup of people's wardrobes in general, man. And you know what, man? I keep going back to that 7 months, man, because that it takes a lot of courage. All of us know that. Everybody on the screen knows it takes a lot of courage to actually take that step and follow your dreams. And sometimes that first year can be like your toughest year. You know, that's like kind of almost your biggest hump in a lot of different ways, man. And for you to be where you are after only 7 months, I keep going back to that, man, because I'm astounded at that. I would have thought that you've been in business a lot longer, man. For you to be where you at 7 months in, you got to take it all in stride, man. And I think that you've been doing a good job of that, man, for you to be where you at after only 7 months and you still in your first year. If somebody in the comments that want to know where we can purchase Broken Hearts clothing, let us know where we can get it from.
Right now, I'm working on my website. I'm gonna launch that this weekend. So you can like DM me right now, like over Instagram, Facebook, or any one of the websites.
Provide your Facebook and Instagram name so they'll know directly how to spell it and everything.
My Facebook name Cordell Lee, Cordell, last name Lee. Instagram is brokenhearts.43. Yeah, I can order through there.
Yep, shout out to Broken Hearts Clothing, man.
Right,
definitely, man. I mean, like I said, they got a lot of different pieces, man. So, you know, something for the ladies, like you said, man. You know, you got the undergarments and all of that, man. So definitely check them out. And you're welcome to come back at any time, my brother.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
All right.
All right, and we're going to go ahead and take a little commercial break. So we'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Money over bitches and niggas. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Why do fools fall in?
Relax your mind and let your soul run free. You're now rocking with Mob and ENT. Lyrical grinding, real talk rhyming. Why do fools fall in love? Holly mining diamonds. Can't keep your girl like I. First I make her laugh, then I make her cry, then I make her beg till I tell her she can stay. Wake up and do it again the next day. It's the story of a young boy turned back, couldn't turn back with a DeLorean. Pimps I used to glory 'em, met a couple whores, then I broke a couple more of them. Now I perform my art form an auditorium. Yeah, and I'm addicted to the fast life. Baby, what you waiting on? This could be our last night. I don't wanna fuss a fight, I just wanna make you feel right. I'm feeling kinda groovy tonight. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we like to welcome you to the highly anticipated Why Do Fools Fall in Love, starring HoLLyRod as HoLLyRod.
Police say that Shantae Henderson is at the center of a war between 3 gangs in Kansas City.
A war that dates back to 2004 with the murder of a rapper in Las Vegas.
5'1" Trey Walls. Detectives say Henderson grew up in the 12th Street set.
Investigators say they control much of the urban core and are responsible for dozens of murders.
When the city's murder rate started skyrocketing in 2005, they were the ones responsible.
Police believe Shantae is also responsible for last week's violence. She's accused of pitting 2 gangs against each other, resulting in a shooting at 31st and Agnes. 1 man dies. Gang firepower astounds police. 100 clip rifles that can pierce bulletproof vests.
Police say Henderson is not afraid to kill.
You say my guys ain't riders, but you can't deny it. You know you can't fuck with these G's. You all pussy and you know pussies bleed. It's the 1251 in the east.
All right, we're back. Let's just go ahead and jump into our trending topics. Where's Holly at? Is he drinking?
Queens.
Oh, there he is.
You always see that. Y'all go. You looking for an opportunity. Y'all looking for an opportunity to bully me? Is that what we doing now?
I just asked the question.
Why you say y'all? She said that. Don't say y'all, say her.
You was whispering something though, Ray. I heard something, nigga.
Wasn't talking about you, sir.
Ooh,
what's your question, Cash? Where we at?
I didn't ask a question. I said we were going to get into our trending topics. Is that okay with you?
You trying to set me up? Go ahead.
Why are you looking at the camera like you watching Pornhub or something?
I'm looking at the camera like I'm watching Pornhub.
You kind of are. Scoot back, and your eyes are all low and squinted.
Hey, like, what's going on here, man?
I know y'all was just looking. Y'all looking for something. This is y'all thing.
I was just going on how you was looking.
Well, we were just trying to figure. That's it. That's all.
All right, I'm sick of y'all shit. How about that?
Did you hear Britney Spears was pregnant again?
Do we really?
She already got a baby.
Do we really care?
2 kids.
Oh yeah, by that Kevin Federline. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think Britney is like still a little.
Does she have custody of those kids?
No, the daddy
No.
would.
Yeah, they were Kevin.
Okay.
They're with Kevin.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
I do it to Britney.
Huh?
I'll do it to Britney.
Really?
Yeah.
She's a little. I don't think she's right in the
That's
head.
okay. Retarded girls have some of the best snatch.
Okay, so producer, that was it. That was the time to do this. Do we really care about her being pregnant?
No.
Britney?
Yes, I'm concerned. Why is this okay?
Because of her bringing another poor innocent soul into the world.
Why do
Why
do we care about her being pregnant?
Is she married now again? Like, is she
pregnant by? The white boy just hit it. He hit her retarded ass.
Okay.
I mean, he got his bag. Okay, we don't care about Britney. Forget y'all. Y'all act like, okay, whatever.
We don't care about her.
No, I'm just saying, no, we should be concerned about the child. That's why I'm asking who is the actual father.
It's a white boy. That's it.
Yeah, I guess somebody hit the jackpot.
Famous.
Somebody got lucky.
In her little flat booty ass.
He got his meat fresh.
I like my meat fresh.
What does that mean? I don't think Britney's meat is very fresh.
Right? I don't even know what that. I don't know what that means.
I think that's an analogy when he says fresh. I think that means unseasoned. I think he's alluding to the analogy of her being of a lighter shade.
That's a she, but
Ray, you like white girls?
That's still. I've already said I'm looking for my Nubian queen, so it ain't no shame in my game.
Okay,
not gonna bully me.
But wait a minute, Nubian. You said Nubian queen.
Nubian queen.
Oh, because last season it was your
You was
white,
talking about a white girl.
your white queen.
Are you saying that
we
a
was
white
colored.
girl?
We was
I think
colored
he's saying.
last season.
I think he's saying that his Nubian queen is a white girl.
I haven't swayed away from that opinion.
Okay, yeah, take him off.
No.
Take him off.
Please,
you can't
producer,
just start
hell
changing.
no.
So if
changing
the
the meaning
producer
of the
took
word.
me off the screen because I said I like white women, wouldn't you feel like that's coming off a little
It's
bit
not
racist?
about
No,
that. It's
because
not
you
that.
called it. You
Yeah.
said your white woman will be your Nubian queen.
Yeah, we
Right.
know that a white girl
Absolutely
is
go
not
to hell.
Nubian. She's not gonna be one and the same. That can't be the case. That's all we saying.
Where in the dictionary that says
Stop
Nubian
doing this.
mean?
We're not even.
No, we're not even gonna.
All right, y'all go ahead.
Where does Nubian
go
mean
ahead.
black?
Nope.
Show me.
Y'all go ahead.
All
Y'all go ahead. What does Nubian mean then, Ray? See, you done fucking baited me in. What does Nubian mean then?
You weren't supposed to do it, Holly. You weren't supposed to do it.
Cheers. I'm sick of your shit, Ray.
A Nubian queen is a female ruler of the Kingdom of Nubia located along the Nile in southern Egypt. It does not say that she is black.
I can't fucking stand this dude.
Like, see, do you see
Where's
what we gotta
Egypt?
go through, people?
Egypt is in Africa, but there are white people in Africa. Is there not?
Have you been to Africa? Have you been?
Holly,
have I ever been
not supposed to do this, and this is your fault.
I've been to
that he's
Crenshaw
allowed to sit here right now and do this bullshit. Okay.
Well, I like to clear things up sometimes.
I just want to let you know.
Okay, all right, come on, let's go. What we doing? I'm sick of y'all shit. Let's go.
Can't wait to walk down the aisle with a white girl.
Speaking of niggas that's not funny, T.I. is now doing comedy. That was good, but I'm done. Anyway, he has been booed at a few venues. There also was a really disturbing clip, or I thought it was like really disturbing. There was a young lady who was headlining a comedy show, and she made some jokes about T.I. and his wife, their whole little sex, whatever,
the sexual assault allegations or whatever.
Yeah, I don't even know if it was I don't even know if the joke was against the assault allegations or just kind of the rumors.
It was a reference. It was a reference to it.
Okay, well, yeah. Anyway, T.I. was at this show, was then allowed to grab a mic, interrupt her whole set. Then from there, he went up on stage, aggressively grabbed her to whisper whatever in her ears. Nobody stopped this man, not any security, anything. It was just like really disturbing to watch. Like, I'm just really over T.I. Like, I really am. Like,
I didn't I read the news about him interrupting the female comedian, the young lady who was making a reference to that situation, but I didn't see that clip. Now you're saying that he aggressively grabbed her and he got in her ear and got all close.
Yeah, like he tries to make it look like a hug, but you can tell that it's like she's trying to push him off. She's not, wanting to hug him, but he still, grabs her and he's like whispering something, in her ear that we can't hear, and like nobody stops him. Yeah, like
I didn't see the clip on that. But I did see the clip of him now.
Getting booed.
He's out here doing comedy now, and I think he got booed in New York. It looks pretty bad. It looks pretty bad. I think that T.I., legendary rapper, ain't got nothing to say. He in my all-time greats list when it comes to the music. But as far as this comedy thing, I think that he should stay in his lane. It's not looking good for him. I do think that he's trying to skip a few steps in terms of being a stand-up comedian. And, he's performing in front of mass crowds. I don't think he's there yet.
I mean, he just seems really angry. He can't take
but he's just performing in front of people that have never seen him in that lane. People have never heard your jokes. And now all of a sudden you are performing in front of 20,000 people. That's not the way that you do that. And so I don't know. He doesn't even sound like he's funny in some of the clips that I have seen of the comedy shit. Ray, have you checked out any of this shit?
I have not, and I would not, because T.I. is trash. He needs to stick to rapping, and that's it.
Basically. I don't know why he's allowed to do this. No, he said stick to rapping.
He's a trash individual. He needs to stick to rapping.
Oh, he's just a trash individual.
He's a trash individual because you should not ever walk up on stage and interrupt somebody's performance, man or woman. I don't care what the fuck is being said. Leave because she is a comedian. You don't do that.
Because we allow you that same, you want to be allowed that same privilege as a comedian. Yeah. So, how does he feel like that's okay? Like, I just,
it's not okay, especially with it being a woman. You can't sit up here and talk about protecting black women and then your daughters and all this. And then I guarantee if a man walked up on stage on his daughter, he'd have had a fit.
It'd be a problem.
Yeah. That's trash.
Like y'all have to go back and watch this video because it's crazy how
what was said either way. Like what
don't know what was said
or what he said.
To me, it don't matter what was said.
Yeah,
it does not matter.
I'm not saying it matters. I'm not condoning it. I'm out of curiosity.
No, I don't know, but she's a comedian, and let her say whatever. If it's something that you didn't like, you wait till after the show to, hey, that wasn't funny with a blah blah blah. But no one can interrupt his concert when he's talking about shit that people don't feel like it's necessary.
Right.
That's trash, bro. You going T.I. He's using his influence. It's like he doesn't know what works for him. 1 minute he wants to talk about black injustice and doing all this other shit, protect black women, and
he wants his hand in everything.
Right. It's like, bro, what do you want to do? And that
what I think happened with this comedy shit. He spends a lot of time with his family, his wife and his kids. And he's probably the funniest person in the room in those situations. And he's probably not even really trying to be funny, but just sometimes your family think that you're funny. And somebody done talked to him into, boy, you should be a comedian. You know what? You could do that, bro. Somebody gassed him up into thinking that he could do that actual lane.
So that's just not his personality, though.
You know what it was? Remember in Dreamgirls when old girl lied to him about wasn't it Dreamgirls? Was that the movie?
Dreamgirls.
What's the movie where
the T.I.'s in the movie?
No, not T.I., but the light-skinned girl, she was getting beat by Mike Epps. What's that movie? And she lied to him about being funny, and he went up on stage and they booed his ass. What was that movie?
What you talking about?
That wasn't Dreamgirls?
I'm trying.
Dreamgirls.
I'm trying. I know it wasn't Dreamgirls. What I'm saying is he got gassed up by his fucking family.
Damn. Y'all know the name of that movie.
Into them thinking that, he's supposed to be this comedian because he's funny around the house.
Sparkle.
Sparkle was the
remember Sparkle
remake or something.
The T.I. wasn't even in the movie.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
No. It's not about T.I. I'm saying it's a clip from that movie where the girl, he was like telling jokes, and he was like, "Baby, hear me out. Tell me if it's funny." And she was like, "Yeah, baby, it is funny." And he went up on stage.
Oh, just because she didn't want to get beat.
And that's what Tiny did with T.I. Tiny made him think he was funny.
Yeah, but see, my thing is, we've seen T.I. in movies before, right? We not falling over with laughter when we see him on screen acting.
Not even acting.
What makes you think that you can get up here and actually tell jokes in front of large crowds like that? That takes a lot of guts, man. It's a lot of talent that's behind people that are able to do that.
And you have to have tough skin, and he seems really sensitive. Like anything you say about him, he ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand.
That's why.
Well, we don't. Somebody in the comments said, "How are we gonna blame Tiny?" We do know that it is the wife's fault because the wife is supposed to stop him.
Wait a second.
Wait a minute. Now
he gassed him up.
We were just talking about how
we gonna blame T.I. We just gonna blame T.I.
Will from doing something that he didn't have no business doing.
She might think he's actually funny. She might genuinely think he's funny.
What she did was got her lick back from all the times he cheated and did her wrong. She got her lick back and said, "Baby, you funny."
Out there. She sent him up on that goddamn stage to make
on a dummy mission,
so she can snicker to herself.
Send him on a dummy mission. She sent him home laughing like a motherfucker. Yes.
All right, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
It's Tiny's fault. We gotta blame Tiny. Can we come to that consensus that it's the wife's fault?
No. Y'all can, but I'm not.
Who do you think? You think it's T.I.'s fault? You don't think Tiny had anything to do with this, Cash?
I just think it's T.I.'s fault.
You're laying next to somebody, and he's asking you, "Baby, tell me about my jokes."
She might be genuinely laughing. It might be funny to her.
This is not just a regular person. He's married to somebody. She was a mega superstar.
Just like you talked about that bias with me in Atlanta, I feel like it's the same bias with her and her husband.
I feel like she got her lick back. I think she got her lick back.
I agree with Ray. I
that,
Ray.
And if that's the case, then it still ain't her fault.
No, it's her fault.
It's
she
definitely
did
her
it.
fault.
It was,
if she
it
lied,
was with intent. She sent that brand up there to make a damn fool.
To embarrass him, it's her fault because, and well, I will say this: it's not her fault if she did it intentionally because she was getting her lick back. But now, if she was really serious and saying,
you saying if she did it because of something that he did to her in the past, if she's doing it out of spite, you saying that she's not in the wrong in that situation?
Correct. She getting her.
And that's
back.
Bullshit.
Yeah,
you have to understand, Ro, because if she did it intentionally to say you're funny, just for him to go up there and embarrass himself, she's not to blame because that's her motive. Now, is she literally sitting there saying this shit is funny, and she's laughing? That's different. Now she's responsible because she knows.
Man, no, fuck that. No, wait a minute.
No, that don't even make sense.
No,
he ain't making sense now.
That makes sense.
You're
because
saying
if you're laughing at that dumb shit, it's no. Because you're laughing because it's your husband.
Whatever, we moving on.
How many times have you supported your people in the past when you knew goddamn well they had no business doing what they was doing, but you supported them?
Nah, I'm telling people.
Exactly. Thank you.
No, I said I would tell them like this ain't it.
We all are.
You would tell your husband he ain't digging it right.
Most definitely, because I'm not going to sit anywhere and have bad sex.
No, that's completely different. We talking about something that got to do with going out in public. See, y'all doing some bullshit right now. We talking about career change. We talk about Tiny being his wife.
Okay, we're focused.
Right.
And his wife. She's supposed to
I got a better question. Do you think she tells him when he got a bad song?
Nope.
Yes, that's her job.
Do you ever think that she's heard a bad? Yeah. Do you ever think that she's thought that she's ever heard a bad song from T.I.? So the same accord. She thinks he's hilarious then.
No, I'm not, but I'm not. That's Ray's answer. How can y'all say that? Of course she's probably heard something that she didn't think was that hot.
They be deaf to their spouse.
I don't think
not everybody. Not that's just not a blind thing that people do, bro.
All right.
I
know. So when people going out to the club and they know they in some shit that they should not be wearing, and they with friends. And not one friend has said, no, we need to go back to the house and take the
but are all the friends tacky or is it just one tacky friend?
All of them tacky
but that's
well, then that don't count. If all of them are tacky.
The point that I'm making is it's the friend's fault. It's the wife's fault because they had a duty to be honest about. It's not the friend's
fault if they are all tacky.
It's the friend's fault.
Looking like
if they are all tacky, then a friend thought that she was cute too.
It's the friend's fault. Because they should have said, bitch.
But they thought it was cute. If they all tacky.
No, Ray said a scenario where it's a group of friends and one of them is blatantly, obviously tacky.
No, he said they were all tacky.
No, I didn't hear that.
No, you said they were all tacky.
You said
that's what I
said there. Say, for instance, it's three of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One of y'all says, hey, girl, I don't think this is it. The other girl says, yeah, this is not it. But she still does it. She still wears it.
It's on her. Yeah.
That's on her in that situation.
Yeah, but if nobody says nothing, if her friends don't say shit, it's the friend's fault. You know?
We all guilty.
Yeah.
Okay. Fault. I get that.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, we're gonna move on. Okay, so Tory Lanez made another song after being arrested.
What are we talking
about? I know. I just wanted to end. Can we deport him? Like at this point?
Whoa. So you're implying that you're taking his side over Megan's side.
Megan's
side. I'm sorry. You're taking Megan's side over Tory.
Of course.
Can I answer that? Because the answer is
most definitely. Yeah, most definitely.
I've said this before. I've said it 1,000 times. Whatever she's saying he did that shit. The Stallion's not gonna tell no lies. We that ain't in her character. So we're not gonna
I'm
go
not
there.
going
We're
as
not
deep
gonna.
as him.
Well, listen, we're
look
not
how
gonna do that. We're not
ignorant
gonna
he's
do that to
being.
Meg. But listen, I was a very big Tory Lanez fan. You know,
So
when
this
he
changed
first,
your opinion? Like you're not a Tory Lanez fan anymore?
I haven't you know, since
So you don't listen to Tory Lanez anymore?
since Tina Snow came
Okay.
out and
But you
said what
listen to R.
happened.
Kelly?
Since Tina Snow came out.
But you listen to R. Kelly?
Can I finish? You just you know
okay.
what? Cash, you don't never let me finish what I'm saying before
My
you got
bad.
something else you want to
You
cut
have
me
the
off
floor.
and leave the conversation. Okay.
You have the floor.
Tory Lanez is not on my playlist anymore since this situation has happened. If it comes out that he's innocent, then I'll be eager to get back to what he's got going on.
It's kind of sketchy.
You asked about R. Kelly. Tory Lanez, I believe, hit the scene maybe about 7-8 years ago. I've listened to maybe 5% of his music that he's probably ever made. And R. Kelly, that's decades worth of a fucking legacy of soundtracks of life.
No.
Don't you start comparing that to this. Don't do that. Cash.
All right, whatever. Bye. We moving on. All right, so nope, because you don't make sense. You don't make sense. So we're gonna move on. All right, so also
motherfucker that listen to R. Kelly.
Okay, anyway. So Christian Obendy. I'm not gonna say his name right. Was a social media influencer, you know, TikTok influencer, whatever that means, who was murdered by his girlfriend. Oh yeah, we're doing that now. Who was murdered by his girlfriend, who happened to be a white social media influencer, and now there's all this controversy because his family, of course, wants action taken, and they are looking, of course, to the Black community. But there are
tweets. Oh, she hasn't been arrested or charged with the murder.
Well, she kind of claimed insanity, so she was taken into a hold. But since then, she has been released.
And wait, they know that she killed this young man.
Yes.
And you said that she was a social media influencer, and
they both were, like, as a
I think that she was actually an OnlyFans employee.
Well, that too.
So I just want to point that out. You know, just for the specifics behind it. But you're saying that they already had her in detainment, in custody, and they've released her.
She claimed insanity, so or that she was, not all there. And, they believed her. So from there, she went into a hold. And from then, she has been since released. And I believe her lawyers today said that it was self-defense. Mm-hmm. So, of course, his family is saying that she was the abusive one. And, that they want her arrested for, murdering their son, brother, whatever. But like I said, there has been tweets that have resurfaced from him where he's just basically bashing Black women. He's saying white women are better. He would never be seen with a white woman. He would never date. Never be seen with a Black woman. He would never date white women. Just all this kind of, really wild shit. He was in high school when these tweets were made.
They're about a decade old.
But it seems, according to, his dating preference, he kind of still feels, that same way.
Yeah.
So I guess the controversy is the family is kind of like, well, where's the community? Where's the Black community? Is the Black man dead at the hands of a white woman? Whereas some people of the Black community are kind of like, this isn't our fight. He abandoned us. What do you want from us? What do you want us to say? What do you want us to do? Of course, it's unfortunate, but how is this our fight? He wouldn't have fought for us. Yeah.
They are, in his defense, they are pretty old posts that came up. not suggesting that he doesn't still or didn't still feel the same way about black women in general, but you know, I'm not saying that he deserved it. I don't think that I did see some posts where somebody was saying all these black women are saying that he deserved it, but I haven't seen any posts like that from black women, any comments that are saying that he actually deserved it. They're just saying, you know, he didn't fuck with us, so I'm not really going to battle or going to war for him. And if black women take that stance with any individual situation, if they decide not to support somebody behind something that they done or said or made them feel a certain way, that's they right, because we're not gonna act like black women ain't always on the fucking forefront supporting those that they do you know feel the love and the support from. So black women, they do a lot out on the forefront of going to war for motherfuckers, and if they choose not to go to war for a nigga that said some ill shit, whether it was 10 years ago or not, that's they right. That's the way I feel about it.
They said, now let Ray speak on this. Like, okay, a white girl killed a black man. Okay. How many times do a black woman kill black men? How many times do black men kill black women?
Wait a minute. What are we talking about now, right?
What?
I mean,
where did you go with that? I don't.
They said, now let Ray speak on this one. Like, it's a big deal. That
I think they're going back to your trolling about
exactly. It's going back to me. It's going back to me talking about a white woman, but it happens. So that's not. I mean, black on black crime happens. Black on black murder happens. White on black, it happens. That's not saying nothing.
You know, here's the other thing that we do want to make note of.
Still want to marry a white woman.
Nobody cares. Wait.
I
know he's trolling. I know he's trolling, but even to speak on that, it's not even really about. Nobody has a problem with your preference. If you prefer a white woman, black. Listen.
It's
bullshit.
Can I finish my? When you are downing,
you can disagree. Let me just finish my thought. Here's what I feel. I feel like in this specific situation, I don't think that any black women cared that this man preferred white women. It's when you prefer white women or somebody from another group at the expense of downgrading or talking shit about black women. If you prefer white women, that's your thing.
I agree. Fine. I agree on this.
And that's all I'm saying.
I agree on this particular situation, but in life in general, black women do not want to see black men with white women, especially successful.
Care, bro. I don't think that they care like that.
What? Are you kidding
me? I ain't gonna lie.
Thank you, bro. Don't play a blind eye to this.
Black I feel like this goes right into our main topic.
Yeah, especially if you are a successful black man. Now, if you a bum,
I don't think if it's successful or not. No,
they'll trade a bum to the.
I have a problem.
We already said whatever. Donald Glover. What's that boy's name? What's that boy's name? Is it
not
Donald
all
Glover?
Black women.
I'm not saying all black women.
Yeah.
I'm saying there are
Donald Glover. Stop doing that.
White woman,
we're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna have a
white woman, and you ain't got no problem. Now you still support him.
I do have a problem because he should be with me, but I would feel like that if he was with any woman. Okay, so we can't really compare that one here. Okay,
I'm just saying. I
do
have a.
Take me off.
I don't think.
Take me off for it.
I think he's just repositioning us. I don't think that black women in general.
I've seen too many comments, bro. I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that.
I don't think that's true, bro.
I've seen too many comments of black women.
That is the problem.
Because she said in the comments is what I'm saying.
No, listen. Every time you ask a black man why he dates white women, they never have a reason why. They can always tell you why they don't date black women.
I think that's
honestly the problem for me.
I think that's Twitter people. I think that's Twitter people. In real life, you have never
I've never gotten a real answer.
But in real life, have you ever heard a black celebrity talk bad about black women, and that's their reason for dating white? That's what people do in this generation with social media. Who? Name one black celebrity that's married to a white woman that has talked bad about black women. I have to
think of who's a celebrity. I have to think of one.
Because I definitely understand if a black man is putting down black women as his reason to date white women.
But I don't know celebrities, so I'm not questioning celebrities. I only know the people that I know in real life.
There are no black celebrities, black male celebrities with white women that the general consensus from the black community is they got a problem with it.
Shit.
Who?
Man,
Who's with a white woman?
Amari Hardwick. Soon as they realized he was with a white woman, they dogged him.
I think that they thought that she was just unattractive.
No, bro, I'm trying to tell you,
talk about
they did not like him with a white woman. Whenever they
talked about how she looked.
Okay, I read comments myself. When it comes to a black man dating a white woman, there are black women who do not like that, and he ain't never said nothing negative about a black woman. They be so against it. But when Serena popped up with her white husband, it was acceptable.
Here we go with
I don't
this.
like that either.
And listen, I think that the general consensus is when you down talk your own race at the expense of trying to explain why you prefer them.
That's not the same, bro. I agree with that part. I agree with that. But there are people who literally do not like black men with white women. And these black men has never said nothing negative about black women. You know what I mean? It's even. I
just don't see
it's even in this podcast today. I didn't say one word negative about black women. I just said I want a Nubian white queen.
You called her Nubian. You
know what? I didn't talk bad. But Nubian is in Egypt.
No, you are attaching something
Nubian
that is for
Egypt.
black women to white women.
But I still didn't say nothing negative about black women.
You did,
never
bro.
Said nothing negative about
it's
black women.
It's not negative, but the fact that you're going to take that from us, attach it to a white woman,
Ray, we know you.
Cash.
We know you. Not
when I
serious.
said I wanted to marry a white woman before, without even saying Nubian, you still was like, "Oh, get him off the screen."
Because you called us. What did he call us all last season? Colored girls or colored?
The coloreds.
The coloreds.
Yeah, the coloreds.
But they were white queens.
He's trolling, though. We know he's trolling when he
black women are queens.
But this is the shit that happens all the time, though.
But black women are queens, y'all. Some nappy headed hoes.
I almost got up and walked away.
Somebody said the guy that does a podcast with Matt Barnes spoke all negative on why he won't date black women anymore. And you know what? If that's that light skinned brother on that podcast, that panel that I've seen the clips floating around, I see black women, like I said, Ray is saying that he sees something different. Me, I see black women having the issue when these brothers are actually talking shit about black women and sisters and why they don't like to fuck with them no more. That's what I see.
You have never saw comments where black women were
not saying never. I'm just.
That's what I'm asking.
I probably only know one interracial couple that I felt like was genuine.
Yes, I have, Ray. I saw that even in today's comments on the show tonight. I'm just saying the general consensus. I'm saying the general consensus, what I see. Of course, you're going to see it here and there. Like somebody said in the comments tonight, she told her son not to bring home no white woman. This is somebody that told her son that. I don't know how old her son is in today's times, but she
Cash,
that's the way she feels.
Bring home a white girl?
I was gonna say unfortunately, but let me catch myself.
Hello.
I would prefer that he did not. I'm not going to lie. I just would.
But you giving him he didn't. You're giving him the freedom of his preference.
But I will say this.
My son can do it to white girls all he wants.
My best friend dates like white women, but his whole thing is that he won't marry one. So I see a lot of black men
That's what Ray is alluding to right there.
That he can't marry a white woman, but he can bring them home.
No, what about you saying that you don't want your son to date a white woman?
But I'm asking you now. So your son,
my
if
son
he marries
y'all are joking right now.
My son could marry whoever he wants, and that's honest to God, truly.
Yeah, I mean, of course, but would you prefer?
I wouldn't. I don't have a preference.
There you go.
Can he bring home a white boy?
See, I knew
if he like dick, yeah.
You lying. He lying. Now he lying too.
How am I lying? I can't take away what my son likes.
Yeah, what you gonna do?
Right. Hey, my son wants to date a white boy. Hey, so welcome to the family, nigga.
No, I don't believe you right there. I don't believe you. I do think that
I'm telling you.
Really?
I do think that you
are you calling him homophobic?
Right.
I'm not saying homophobic. I'm not saying he's homophobic, but I'm saying that the brother that I know on the other end of that camera, if his son came home,
you talking about someone from 20 years ago, bro?
No, I'm talking about you, nigga.
I'm talking about me as well. If my son was gay and he wanted to suck some white dick,
You don't have to say it like that. Jesus Christ.
What I'm saying is this. I think that I'm not saying that he would have a problem with it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he prefers his son not to bring home somebody else's son. I know that man prefers that.
How can you say it if I'm telling you that I don't? If my son is gay, I do not have a preference. If he comes out, he tells me straight up, Dad, I like men. There's nothing I can do about that.
So Ray, this is why I'm asking, right? Because we grew up together. I'm not saying you're the same person 20 years ago, but I'm saying even now to this day, right? You throw a lot of homosexual jokes and cracks. You did it to me earlier in the show. You tried to say that I was doing that little move.
Nobody said that was gay.
No.
That's not a gay man. I said it was women at the house.
He corrected me.
We talking about the fact that you throw homosexual, feminine jokes out already, still in today's time. You telling me if your son?
I'm trying to fully hear him out. Go ahead.
Cash,
I did a dance.
Throws jokes.
I did a sexual.
Thank you, Cash. Know this nigga throws these homosexual jokes and cracks at that's just part of his nature of his joke telling.
But I've never felt that it's come like from an.
Exactly.
Well, don't mute them. I'd like to hear feedback on this. What I'm saying is, I think that for him to say that he would have no preference is what he's saying. I can't see him being who he is and having those type of jokes around somebody that really does like little boys. It's one thing when you just throw a joke
little boys like that. Wait a second.
Little boys.
Wait a second.
Right.
Stop.
We ain't talking about no pedophile.
Rewind it.
Right.
Like that. I'm saying when it's one thing to joke with the homies, with that in that manner, but it's another thing when that person actually does have that sexual orientation.
Exactly.
The jokes don't hit the same then.
Exactly. So I can joke with you because I know you're not gay, but I'm not going to have those jokes for my son because I know.
But would you joke with me in front of your son like you do?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say no gay jokes in front of my son because I know that would affect him. But me and you, yes, I would have that jokes with you because I know.
But as long as your son is
around, you don't still think you could have that same joke in nature, like him knowing that you joke around a lot,
it depends how comfortable he is with his sexuality. If he's come out, I don't want to offend him. I don't want him to feel like, I don't love him because of his sexuality. But once he come out and it's accepted, I'm going at him. I'm going go upstairs to your room.
I'm gonna say I can't see you not like going in with the joke.
I'm going at him.
He just did it.
You want?
That's what I'm saying.
You want to move to New Mexico and suck some white dick, boy? Go on ahead.
He's still gonna talk his shit. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna talk my shit, but I would wait until and this is all truthfulness. When I was growing up, I'm not gonna lie. I want my children to be heterosexual. For the simple fact that I want, that's when that was then though. We're talking about then.
Okay.
Not now, it's not then. Growing up, I wanted my children to be heterosexual because for the sake of children. I want my children to have their own children, not adopt. If God, is able to give them children and keep my name, keep our name in the family. However, once you have children, you change your mindset and learn to love them. Yeah, you learn to love them.
So once you have children, you care less about the legacy and preservation of your bloodline.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to let them live their own lives.
Yeah.
And you gotta let them live their own lives. They gotta figure it out. And you might have a child that never wants to have kids.
Yeah, I get that, but I disagree a bit. I think that legacy and preservation of your bloodline and your family tree should take precedence over anybody's individual personal. I'm not saying you can force it on your kids. I'm just saying that I disagree with that to an extent. I think that.
How can you disagree if you don't have children?
Oh, see, here you go with that shit.
That's a valid point. You can't look at things the same way I look at them because you don't have children.
Now I can't have this conversation. Now,
no, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Can I have a conversation?
That's not what I said. I said, how can you disagree when you don't have children? So your opinion is kind of biased because you don't have children.
It's gonna change. Yeah.
What I'm saying is like there's a such thing as your legacy, bro. like no matter what's going on in somebody's individual, your legacy and your family's bloodline is more important than any individual. That's just a concept, whether I have kids or
but
not.
what if you have a kid that doesn't feel that way and they just feel as an individual?
That's fine, bro. But
so you're going to have to adjust
with that.
what you feel now.
We're not talking about whether or not I'm going to adjust to it. I'm not going to go to war with my people over it. I'm just saying that my stance on it.
Right,
my
but
stance on it is my
bloodline is not more important than my children's happiness, though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Before
that part, right.
It was. Yes, when I was younger, when I first had my son, my bloodline
the whole concept of your bloodline and your family legacy dying off for the sake of some individuals being happy don't make no fucking sense to me.
It changes.
Your children's happiness means everything to you.
That's why we're saying that
y'all really feel like do y'all know how many fucking you know how many nieces and nephews I have?
It's different.
But that's nieces and nephews.
I understand it's
different.
Maybe y'all don't understand.
Maybe you don't understand
similarities in that.
It's not the same when you have a child,
but I'm talking about just family bloodline in general.
And I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. When you're younger, your mindset will change.
When you're older, it's gonna change again. Then
that's the same way when you're young.
It's gonna change again. Then
that's the same way when you're young. You may be like, oh, I'm going to raise my kid in the same area.
We have to think about it the same way our parents.
When I'm young, I'm not giving a fuck about my family bloodline.
We have to think about it the same way our parents thought about it the same way.
When you get older, you think about your family bloodline.
But that's you, bro. You can't say everybody thinks like you.
But you telling me the way I thought when I was younger. Why I can't just correct you?
What are you
just
talking about?
When I'm younger. When I was younger, I thought less about my family bloodline and my decisions affecting my legacy and my family name living on. Your family name living on should take precedence over anything.
You, though.
That should just be the preservation of our people in general.
That's you, bro.
If that ain't our attitude in general,
that is you. You can't tell someone they should have the same opinion as you. That's why
I'm just talking about.
That's why I kept trying to tell you this is how I thought, not how you should think. I'm telling you how I thought as when I was a young parent. My first thing was I want my kids to have grandbabies. So I did not want them to be gay. That was literally my main issue. I want to have grandbabies.
That's a legitimate issue.
And let me finish. I wanted my kids to have grandbabies with my family name. However, as times change and I mature, I don't think about that anymore because they are kids who are killing themselves because their parents are not accepting them. I would rather go on and I don't give a fuck about the family name. I'd rather for my kids to live. Fuck the kids that's not here.
I agree with all of that, and we zeroing in on the sexual orientation, but for me, it's not. It's about a larger conversation than that. The decisions, period. Because your child.
Larger conversations, though, we have to think that this generation is different, though.
Wait a minute.
I'm trying to tell you, this generation is different.
Can I say what I'm saying, Cash? There are things that children might want to do. There are certain lifestyles that they might want to lead that could also contribute or take away from the preservation and legacy of your bloodline living on, not just a sexual orientation. The sexual orientation, we're talking about that because we're talking about
it's
that.
So bigger than that, though.
Y'all saying that as long as they happy, whatever lifestyle they choose to lead, they can leave it. Man, it's that if it threatens the legacy of your bloodline, that I just disagree with that.
That's
do
cool
you understand that these kids are like
care.
On the dying end of the spectrum, or not the dying end of the spectrum? They're seeing like our world like die, right? Y'all realize like this is our generation that our kids.
So y'all want us to just accept the fact that we're gonna die off as a race.
But I'm saying their thinking is different. They are more living for themselves as opposed to where our parents and the parents before that were living for their generations. These younger kids are kind of like, I don't want to have kids because I don't know what's going to happen in the future.
And that's
so it's not fine, but that's just what it is. So what are we supposed to do? Y'all got to have kids anyway? Y'all got to do it? Like, we can't force it on them. Like, what
let me
ask
you this.
Go ahead.
A mother had 3 sons. She had 3 sons.
All three of us.
I'm asking you questions. Just listen.
Oh, okay.
A mother had 3 sons, right? All 3 of her sons are now dead. She can no longer have grandbabies because all of her kids are gone. So should she worry about her family bloodline that's not guaranteed to survive, or the happiness of her, or the happiness of her let me finish, or the happiness of her children accepting her children. Which one's more important?
Accepted. So here's the thing. Her 3 sons are dead because they chose a street lifestyle. That was what made them happy. And she supported them in that. That's the point that I'm making. That was a lifestyle choice that they led that threatened the bloodline and the legacy and the preservation of her legacy and family bloodline. But that's what made her kids happy.
But they're no longer here.
Wrong.
So the grandbabies that she wanted,
their decisions.
But the grandbabies that she wanted can't happen now.
Happen now because
so what if they went? What if they went their live? One of them was gay, and they went their lives hating their mom because she didn't accept them.
Are you missing my point?
We went way too far into this.
Let me make this point. Let me make this point.
So many points have been made.
If that lifestyle choice, whether it's the streets, a life of crime, something that you can end up dead doing, or something that you can your sexual orientation, and now you can no longer produce for your legacy and your bloodline. Either one of those lifestyle choices threatens your legacy and your bloodline, and I don't think any parent should be behind something that does that. We zeroing in on the sexual orientation, but I'm saying if these 3 boys are dead now, it's because of decisions that they made. But you saying as a parent, as long as my kids were happy out there in the streets robbing and killing and in the gang life, now they dead.
No, I'm saying what I'm saying is if we're to focus on our bloodline, preserving our bloodline, to have grandbabies, to keep our bloodline,
preservation of life is the whole point of us being here.
That her kids though can no longer have children
because they dead now.
Okay, so my point is, if she went her life hating one of her sons or not accepting him because he was gay, she has to live with that for the rest of her life now.
You're saying that her kids
she's not getting her grandbabies to preserve.
What are we saying?
She's not getting her grandbabies though.
She's
not getting her grandbabies.
Scenario.
But she's not getting her grandbabies.
Why are they dead?
It doesn't matter. She's still not getting her grandbabies. We're talking about preservation.
I don't even know how we got to where. I don't know how we got to where we are right now. I agree, Charity. We're just going to agree to disagree. This veered off so quickly. I don't even know what happened.
It did veer off. This is a great conversation. This is what
it is, but I just feel like we have run into a brick wall. Like
it's not a brick wall. It's opinions. That's what a podcast.
No, but I know. But at a certain point,
do y'all know how podcasts work?
At a certain point, though, you have to agree to disagree.
You don't have to agree to disagree.
HoLLy is not going to see it our same way. He is in a different stage that he entered his life. He doesn't have children. I'm not saying it in a bad way.
It's people and kids. It's people with kids in the comments that agree with me, that agree that the preservation of legacy is still important and they have kids. So that's just a weak card that people try to throw out because it's people that have kids that feel the same way as me.
And like I just said,
it ain't about that.
Okay, it's not about that, but they're in a different stage in their life.
Agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree. That's all I'm saying. Agree to disagree. We can bring Ray back. Is he allowed to come back?
Why did Ray disappear?
I don't know. Is he gone?
Ray might have just said, fuck it, he done for the night. The producer done pissed him off for the last time.
I don't know what happened. Let's see. I don't know.
Okay. Do we got anything else, or are we even able to move on from that exchange tonight?
Yeah, I don't know. We kind of late in the game. We might have did that one there tonight. Yeah.
Well, if y'all don't have anything else, I do want to point out that this is all Cash's fault tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 32, the blame game. We definitely want to blame the woman in the room, especially if she's a black woman, because of the black woman's superpowers.
That seems to be the
superpowers that black women have, and their inability to use them at the best discretion. Cash
all these alpha males that depend on women. So how do they make y'all alpha?
We're not saying that. We're saying y'all have superpowers to be able to control all of the energy in your surroundings, and sometimes y'all choose to just sit back.
Is that what you're saying? Tell me that.
No. What do you? Cash. See, this is what I'm saying. See what you're doing now? This is part of your superpower, and you choosing to use it now, but you won't do that when we going back and forth.
I tried to stop y'all. I told y'all
Cash,
that I tried to tell y'all that we needed to move on, and y'all don't like to listen. Y'all like to yell and talk over each other.
I thought you had a sign.
So now that
what
we're here,
your sign?
I was going to use it if we had gotten into what we were supposed to gotten into. Not saying that we didn't have a good dialogue tonight, but my sign was for what we were supposed to do tonight. But that's okay.
Maybe we see it. Maybe we'll see it next week.
We'll see y'all next week. It ain't the end.
Yeah.
Probably you just stayed high all night. Like, it really irritated me. It really did.
Wow. I drink, and y'all got an issue with it. I show up to the set.
Look at your eyes. You're gonna watch this back, and you're gonna be like, you don't see yourself. I can look at my own eyes. My eyes.
I don't think it's an issue that I'm high, that I'm not low. What's the problem with that?
That you're not low.
Yeah, I'm not low.
Okay, we're done here.
Yeah.
See.